Hey guys, this is Mark at videogamemuseum.com. What I'm doing today is taking a look at the Omega entertainment machine, also known as a Consolized MVS system. So this is a Neo Geo arcade cabinet that was had its PCB taken out and is consolized. Quan at arcadeworks.net put this together, and it is beautiful. He has custom manufactured these plastic casings that perfectly fit a single slot board. Look at the plastic on this. It's actually really nicely made. Feels solid in the hands. Has a top loading slot, of course, for the cartridge. We know that the arcade machine is the dream to own of many Neo Geo collectors. It's a lot more affordable to buy the arcade machine and the cartridges for it, as their pricing is just way more reasonable than the home AES system. However, fitting a whole arcade machine into a house or into an apartment isn't practical for everyone. Quan really solves that beautifully by consolizing this. As you can see, it is just absolutely gorgeous. What I've got on the screen behind me is an AES system that's on, just for comparison's sake. I want to show these sort of side by side so you can take a look with me at how well done this is. Quan did an incredible job. If you look at these two things, these two machines side by side, of course there's the Omega, a little bit deeper. Obviously you've got a little bit more board to work with, and here's a just with an LED modded home system running, of course, that cartridge there. Those carts are a lot more expensive, so this is just seems to be a great alternative. There, of course, on the front of the system, just like on the AES, you got your ports for your controllers. Can still use those same joysticks. On the back, pretty straightforward. You got the power supply, pretty standard port there for the cord, and then of course AV cable hookup, and let's see here. There's your power switch, and then you've got a little AV switch in there. Pretty straightforward, pretty clean, good lines and everything. Let's just take a look at how this compares, of course, in size to the. If you want something that's pretty similar in size, the depth and everything is pretty similar to the Neo Geo CD. That's, of course, has some of the more affordable games out there, but you can see this is just a very nice match. You got the color just incredibly close and everything. The texture even feels like it's pretty similar. This is, of course, an entire arcade machine, so Quan has really pulled off something amazing here. Just for comparison's sake, we'll go ahead and hook it up, and you can take a look at the video quality of it as compared to the AES running in the background. Alright, so Quan at arcadeworks.net did an absolutely beautiful job consolizing this system. I just want to do a little side-by-side comparison. As you can see in the middle there, we have that Omega system that he built, and it looks absolutely beautiful. The finish on it, the quality of plastic, and the design emulates the original Neo Geo AES home system super well. You can see profile-wise, the shape, the angles are just a great match. Quan obviously put some serious time into this. You can see profile-wise they're super similar. And on the left we have a Neo Geo CD system. Obviously it's going to have a little bit different shape, it's a little thicker, but the footprint of it is a good starting point if you just want to know size comparison. So there's the Neo Geo CD, and there's the consolized Omega. Pretty similar footprint. The Omega is slightly deeper, and the AES is slightly wider when put sort of side by side. You can see, but otherwise those are pretty similar. If we're lucky enough to have the arcade machine, you know, that's a great thing to be able to have. There's that marquee from the top of it just for size comparison. It's just absolutely amazing to have a full-size arcade machine fit in your living room. And just for comparison's sake, here's the box that would come in the Neo Geo Gold system. If we were lucky enough as a kid to have this, that's great. Maybe you still have yours, or maybe you found one on Craigslist like I did and got a deal. But you know, for heaven's sakes, this is almost impossible to pick up at a decent price, and the cartridges are worse than anything. The next cheapest machine, of course, or the absolutely cheapest machine out there is going to be the Neo Geo CD system. Lag time is pretty frustrating, but this might be a good starting point if you're looking to get into Neo Geo stuff. That was actually the first system I picked up that was Neo Geo related. But if you want the arcade machine, which I have out in the garage, that's great too. Not everyone has space for it. So this is a pretty great alternative. Games are affordable and plentiful. There are some absolutely great games for the Neo Geo, and as you can see, Quan at arcadeworks.net did an absolutely amazing job putting this together. Just for a little bit of gameplay footage. This is just an S-video connection on my sort of generic TV. Assuming your TV is better than mine, which probably is, since I bought all these Neo Geos and haven't spent money on the TV, you can just see how beautiful it looks. So Quan also did a good job with like obviously installing that to Unibios, making sure that actually has stereo sound. Apparently this particular PCB doesn't have native stereo sound, so that's a custom mod, and of course just getting it to look beautiful inside that case. So if you want to check these out, go to arcadeworks.net and see what Quan's been cooking up. Alright, so I've showed you the Consolized MVS. Let's take a look at it and actually enjoy it. So this is Blazing Star, incredible scrolling shooter. I love this sort of games, so let's take a look. There's the option of selecting different ships. We'll just go with the, oops. There you go. Alright, we'll go with the standard one in the beginning, I believe. This is on free play mode. Just incredible graphics. Neo Geo is the reason we put a lot of quarters into this as kids. And of course, feel free to check out videogamemuseum.com for all sorts of interesting retro gaming stuff. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy retro gaming.